MSUB men's basketball returns home for the final two games at Alterowitz Gym of the season. Cade, pretty tight race right now in the GNAC. Talk about what your team's mentality is this week going into practice, knowing you have two big games coming up.
We're really excited. It's kind of the last stretch, 4 games before the GNAC tournament, and these next 4 games, they're coin flip games. They can go either way, and we're trying to go out there and get to this tournament and finish strong.
Now, in Alaska, the team lost both games, but Coach commenting how proud he was of the effort that you guys showed. You played hard in both, just missed a few shots down the stretch. Talk about those two games and how you hope that momentum will carry over this week.
Yeah, Coach was talking a lot about how it's February basketball right now, and, the last media, basically every game is just 4 to 10 points, and it comes down to who's making plays and who's not. And this week we're looking for that last 4 minutes to make those plays and come forth and get some wins this week.
You had a season-high 5 rebounds against Alaska. Talk about going into that game, being effective, and hoping to carry that over off the bench this week.
Coach threw me in the game, and I was just really excited to get in and go out there and play hard for my teammates, for my brothers. And I try to affect the game by playing my role, and that's not necessarily like scoring the ball that much, but going in, grabbing rebounds, setting screens, doing all the dirty work. And if all of our guys play our role, then we're a scary team.
Talk about what the atmosphere will be like on Saturday pregame when Mark and Jace are honored in the Senior Day ceremony. A couple guys who you guys all look up to. They've been here 5 years, and a special night for them.
Senior nights are big, sending the guys out right, playing for them. It's probably going to be pretty emotional, Those guys are pretty close with the guys on the rest of the team, so it's just kind of like a realization that, we're blessed to be here, but our time here on the team is pretty short. 4 years flies by, so it'll be nice to send them off right and go play for them and hopefully get some wins.
Well, we were pleased with how we played in Alaska last week. Our guys played extremely hard against 2 good teams, against 2 really, really well-coached teams, against 2 teams that were really prepared for us. And our guys played really, really well, played hard. And then, I've talked about it all year. It's just February basketball where, it comes down to kind of who makes the plays the last, down the stretch. At Alaska, it was on Thursday night. It was a 1-point game or 4-point game at the under 4 media, and 1-point game at the under 8 media. And they just made some more plays down the stretch against Alaska Anchorage on Saturday night at the under 8 media. It was a 2-possession game. And we had the ball and didn't convert, and they made a couple plays, and that's kind of what it comes down to this time of year is who makes the plays. The last 8 minutes, the last 2 medias, who makes the most plays. But as far as our effort, especially on the defensive side, over the entire 4 games, our entire 4-game road trip was very, very good, and if we can continue with that effort moving forward, I like our chances.
One of the things you commented on was the turnaround in three-point defense. You guys were so good at the beginning of the year, had a little letdown, but on this road trip you gave up just 4 made three-pointers total. Talk about that and how the team, how that reflects the team's effort that you were just mentioning.
Well, I think part of that is when we were guarding the three-point line earlier in the year, the way we were guarding it, I think it was it was probably because of our matchups and who we were playing. And I think the last 4 teams we played, I just think we guarded, for whatever reason the matchup works well that we're able to guard the three-point line. Now, these 2 teams we play this week, absolutely just shot the lights out against us from the three-point line. And so we're going to have to make some adjustments moving forward this week as we prepare for different matchups and different kind of teams. But obviously our guys guarded pretty well on the road. I think we're fouling a little bit too much. We're putting teams at the free throw line a little bit too much. But other than that, as far as effort goes, I was really pleased with how hard our guys played.
Maybe your best player last week in the last 2 games was Jace Anderson. He's going to have a final chance to play at home, as will Mark Matthews. Talk about those 2 guys that have been in your program for 5 seasons, what they've meant, and what it'll feel like to play one more time this week.
Well, it'll be exciting for Mark and Jace. Obviously, get these last 2 at home. It's amazing how fast a career goes. Those guys have been in the program here for 5 years, and I've made a lot of special memories. And you know what? as we look forward, we're still trying, obviously, to do some big things this year, and that's the hope. The hope is that their best memories and their best times here at MSU Billings are still ahead of them, even though we have 2 weeks to go in the regular season, a possible conference tournament and beyond. So what you hope is over the next few weeks we can put together something special, go on a little run, and I think that would be great for both of those guys. Those Mark and Jace, obviously, you talk about loyalty, and guys that have been in the program for 5 years, have been through a lot of ups and downs and have hung in there. Going to walk away with degrees and great experiences of a lifetime, great friendships, and that's at most every college level, that's really what it's about. And these guys are going to be able to look back, I think, and say that they've had a great experience, a great life experience. And so it's a big week for them, but hopefully our guys understand that there's a lot of work still to be done, and we're looking forward to it.